They may be on the road, but the Bulls still know how to dress to impress. A look here as they come off the bus earlier today. That's a look at our setting tonight, the picturesque city of Milwaukee, Wisconsin. There is no better way to start off the new year than with the NBA here on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan courtside with Greg Anthony and Brett Beard. David Aldridge will join us momentarily from the sidelines. DA, take it away.
Hey, Kevin. The Bucks have their transcendent superstar in Giannis Antetokounmpo, but he said, we've got more. We have a great team. Guys who can knock down shots. If there are 5 people in front of me who want to hold me back.
Very dangerous indeed. David, thanks. Let's check out the Eastern Conference standings now that we're in the new year. You look at Chicago, down at 10th in the early going, looking to make a move up in the standings. And, of course, there's the Bucks, tied right now.
And, you know, for the Bulls, they've had an interesting season for sure. They're competitive, they're feisty, but they're not a team that's going to dominate for long stretches.
I just think if you're on the other side, how much are you looking at that team and saying, we're scared of that? So not a lot of fear from the opposition and what they're bringing to the table. They're good, they compete, but do they have that extra gear? I'm not sure.
Let's check out Chicago's starting lineup. Markkanen and Carter are up front. White and Levine team up in the backcourt. And it's Williams at the 3. And for the Bucks, Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Lopez in at the 5 spot. Antetokounmpo with the bucket. Both teams tonight, Greg, love to push the ball up the floor, even off made shots.
You know, trying to find an opening before the half-court D can set up. I think you're going to see more and more of that every year.
I agree. Here's White, following the basket by Giannis. And then Carter with the jam.
And a solid playmaker, White has a great sense for when he should look to give it up.
Cross contact on the shot, and now a 3-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Well, recognizing the size mismatch and then turns it into an easy basket there. They've got to do a better job with defensive help.
That's good from Antetokounmpo.
And you go back, Giannis Antetokounmpo, the 15th pick in that 2013 draft. Hindsight, obviously 2020, but I think it's safe to say he should have been drafted a little bit higher.
Yeah, you have so many of those blogs out there that go back and want to redraft classes. Giannis Antetokounmpo back in 2013, I'm pretty sure at this point he'll be taken number 1.
Great start for him. 4-4. He could be in for a big game.
Bulls have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. And Levine, here we go. Trying to get open his Carter.
Well, beyond the physical stuff, what I like about Giannis right now is the feel for the game. That time, great timing defensively.
How about that mobile 1 block we just saw? Amazing defensive work.
Some intimidation right away. Got to show those shooters you're going to be there all night long.
Here's White. Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. The Bucks have gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. Here's Giannis. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Yeah, he might not be the biggest guy out there, but he's willing to rip that rim off.
Pass downing for Chicago. They won that game against the Wizards in Washington.
And you gotta love a team that can maintain its composure on the road. Take good shots and knock them down with confidence.
Well, awesome to see in that last game how the motion in their offense didn't stop because they were in some hostile territory.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the 2-hand slam. They get the rebound. Here's Carter. That one's off. He's now 1 for 2. Bucks leading by 5. Middleton outside. Holiday, the pass to Lopez. The shot missing. Excellent D there from Markkanen. And the jam by Levine.
Flying around in the open court, Levine can beat you with the jumper and the ability to play above the rim.
For three, Middleton. Rebound by the Bulls. And this is the first season matchup for them against this Milwaukee team. Levine can't hit.
And he gets a lot of points right there at the rim, but the defense determined not to give up the easy deuce there.
Down it goes. Nice one there from Antetokounmpo.
This guy upping his scoring average every year. Tonight's effort's only going to increase the chances of Giannis to do that again maybe this season.
Now here's Markkanen. No points in the game yet for him. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. Now the Bucks moving it up. Lopez finds Middleton. A three-pointer, no good. Bulls trail by 5. Williams with a clean look. Off target with his three. Giannis with it. Now defended by Markkanen.
Feeling more and more comfortable in this offense. That's just Chris Middleton making a play.
Here's Levine. He's coming off a 22-point game against Washington.
And he was also a terrific creator in that game as well. His assist total show you what a fantastic all-around effort it was.
So for the Bulls, Daniel Gafford's checked in for Wendell Carter. Otto Porter Jr. comes in for Markkanen, and Satoransky subbed in for White. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Williams. So for the Bulls, Chandler Hutchison comes in for Williams. And Garrett Temple subbed in for Zach LaVine. And it's Antetokounmpo penetrating. That's his first miss in 9 shots from the field. Bulls trail by 7. Here's Temple. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
Pretty much not a player in the league is going to pass up a shot like that so much for the defense.
Holiday, the pass to Antetokounmpo, and they double up Giannis. A shot by Middleton, wide open, and a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Well, I love when guys still use fundamentals to box out and rebound. He cleared his man out effectively on the box and then stepped towards the ball to grab it.
Changing ends quickly, he's rewarded with a high percentage look.
Yeah, the defense trying to do their best to slow him down, but when he gets room like that, you got to look out.
Here's Hutchison. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Temple gets the bucket.
He might not have the long-range ability of some other guys, but he will knock down open ones like that.
Antetokounmpo passes to Holiday. Antetokounmpo dishes to Lopez. Basket counts.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash-mouth physical basketball, guys.
Holiday against Satoransky. That shot wide open.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Back to Antetokounmpo. Passes to Lopez. And he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
Well, no hesitation whatsoever from Brook Lopez at that range.
Pass to Gafford. 1:16 left here in the opening quarter. Lopez with the block.
This defense gets a lot scarier when Lopez is blocking shots.
Temple can't get it to go. Bucks leading by 7. Giannis passes to DiVincenzo, and the basket is good.
And right now, they're just focused on putting together good possession.
That's exactly how they got the lead. They ended up having multiple possessions in a row with good quality shots, knocked them down, and the game is fully in their control.
Here's Temple following the bucket by the Bucks. Here's Hutchison. Now, Antetokounmpo, 26 points for him last game against the Heat in Miami.
And also 3 steals, so he showed some grit and determination on the defensive side. Giannis Antetokounmpo has said he doesn't want people calling him the MVP because he doesn't want to relax. He said he fears failure, so he has got to get better.
And it's the Bulls with the ball. Down by 12. Pass to Temple. There's 18 seconds left to play in the first quarter. 5 on the clock. Near the three-point line, it's Porter. That one's off. Still out of sync. 4 on 3 as they bring it up. Antetokounmpo, no good. And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. They've had such great ball movement and shot selection, and it's led to a terrific field goal percentage. We'll return shortly. And earlier we checked in with Giannis Antetokounmpo, who had this to say.
One point lesson, but my job is that.
All part of the process of achieving greatness.
Yeah, and most guys have had to go through it. MJ, LeBron, leading a team to a championship rarely happens early on.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And quite a position here for the Bucks to be in. What do you think, guys?
On the attack, right from the tip, they've been relentless offensively.
Well, just taking it right at the opposition and the other team right now. No answers and no way to slow them down.
And now, brought to you, hammering it in.
Oh, I would love to see Giannis in the dunk contest. Wouldn't that be sweet?
Here's Satoransky. The pass to Gafford. Back to Satoransky. Here's Porter. The shot's good on the assist by Satoransky. Porter's got 5 points so far.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
Passes it to Lopez. Right side, Porter. Good, nice job down low. Porter's got 4 points this quarter.
A tough start scoring the basketball, but they're starting to turn it around now.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin, good to hear from you. Now, Zach LaVine has become a star, but he knows there's still work to be done. He said, I'm stepping into a leadership role, asking more of myself and giving more each year. You've got to look at your faults. I have to continue to improve my defense. I want to help us make the playoffs. My next step as a player is winning. Guys, back to you.
Great attitude. David, thank you. Here's Satoransky after Drew Holiday's score and the first time out of the game called for Chicago. Looking at current NBA players, Greg, leaving aside the real star players, who would you love to have played with from this era?
And there's so many guys that, and I hate to call them role players because they bring so much more to the table, but in reality, they got to fill some roles, right? And, John Collins is a guy that's got great potential, a tremendous finisher around the rim. How about Robert Covington, a smooth shooter who defends his tail off? Davis Bertans, a deadly floor spacer who can put the ball down and create and make plays. So there's so many guys like that in the league that make a difference in determining whether your team can win or lose.
Boy, those are 3 names I don't know that I would have mentioned, so I'm glad you did. And here's White. He'll bring it up for Chicago. 9-point game. LaVine can't hit. Holiday against White. The shot by Holiday, no good. And White kicks to Williams. To the middle. Here's Markkanen trying to get open as Carter. And Markkanen with the basket on the assist by Williams.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Middleton outside. Takes the 3. Doesn't go for him. Now Chicago takes it the other way. LaVine finds White. And the layup is good. And now just a 5-point Milwaukee lead.
Yeah, attacking the interior is something White does well. He's crafty, and he makes good adjustments against the defense.
What a great option he gives them on every possession.
Chicago's gone 5 of 8 from three-point land. 15 points and a deep ball for them tonight. Stolen by Middleton. Stolen by LaVine. Pull-up jumper. And it's off the back rim. No good.
Well, his shots aren't dropping, and they haven't been able to keep pace, but they trust him enough to keep going to him, see if he can find him.
And as much as Holiday brings to your offense, it's his defense that's repeatedly recognized.
Well, when you make all NBA defensive teams, and you're smart and strong and quick like Drew Holiday is, I think not only does the reputation start to build, but your confidence in disrupting somebody else by playing that way is something you rely on.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Here's Giannis. Whistle blows, bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
Sweet to be a difference maker in the game, and he's been a great option for them on these possessions.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
And Carter now, top of the key. Here's Williams, and it's Williams finishing it off.
And not a bad passing center. Carter Jr. with the solid find there that leads to a bucket.
And Antetokounmpo gets it to go.
Just how awesome is it to watch the best of the best start to dominate in a game.
White looking around, taken away by Holiday. And here we go. Giannis heading to the hoop. Levine with the rebound. Levine's got his fourth rebound with that last one here tonight. And it's White missing. Milwaukee leading by 9. DiVincenzo finds Middleton. Fires for 3. Offensive rebound. Antetokounmpo. And that one drops for him. Giannis has got 33.
Giannis right now getting hard work done on the inside to get some extra possession.
And the foul on Drew Holiday. That is his first foul of the game. Ray, compare the times when you played as an NBA player with a lot more contact and what was like going the floor to what we're seeing now when there seem to be a lot of whistles, a lot of stoppage of play.
I mean, there's no doubt about it. You know, you got to allow players to defend. And if they're in a legal guarding position, let them do their job. Eliminate the cheap ones. Part of the issue, though, partner, is now so much of the game is played on an island, right? You don't have the crowds that you typically would see guys in back in our era. There's more space. The court, in that sense, is bigger. You're out there kind of on your own, man, and these guys are crafty at drawing fouls.
It's never been harder for a defender. Otto Porter Jr., he's checked in for the Bulls.
And looking now at some numbers for Giannis Antetokounmpo. He's coming off an excellent season. Averaged 29 points a game, 13 rebounds, and 5 assists. And you look at the numbers he's been putting up, fantastic scoring production from him.
Yeah, hard to ask for anything more at this point. He's really stepped up, and he's really delivered.
White dishes to Carter. Giannis against Porter. Can they get it? DiVincenzo with the rebound.
Yeah, that miss might stick with him for a little while. That's kind of a shoot-around jumper if I've ever seen one.
And that foot injury robbing Dante DiVincenzo of much of his rookie season. But in year 2, he had a nice bounce back.
One of the things, Greg, that I think is most important for any player at any level is any time that you're hurt, you still have an opportunity from the bench to pick up some of the nuances of the game. There's no doubt that Dante did that last year, and this year has stepped in and continued to contribute to this ball club.
Here's what Chicago's going with right now. Daniel Gafford's checked in for Carter. Chandler Hutchison comes in for Williams. And Satoransky subbed in for White. Here's Giannis. Here's Gafford. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And we say it time and time again, so I'll repeat it. Have to be careful with the ball, or this is what happens.
And those are the kinds of plays that are just killing them right now.
We've got 1:13 left in the first half of the game. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Gafford passes to Levine. Oh, good on the triple.
If he's going to keep shooting, they've got to run some plays for him. Screens, pick and rolls, anything they can do to get him started.
Offensive rebound. Here's Giannis. Misses the layup. He had him with that bump fake. And the foul called on Antetokounmpo. That's his first foul. Chicago making a switch here. Temple's checked in. Satoransky up top, guarded by Holiday. Puts up a 3. And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession. We've got 33 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Satoransky, the pass to Gaffney. He kicks it to Temple. Shot clock at 6.
And after doing such a good job with the 3-ball in that first quarter, don't seem to have the same magic here in the second.
For 3, Middleton. Satoransky grabs the miss.
If you told me this was the kind of game he was going to have, I would not have expected them to be in front right now.
On the wing, Porter. The shot's good on the assist by Satoransky. Satoransky's got assist number 5 here tonight. Gets it off. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. Giannis Antetokounmpo. He's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for Milwaukee. Thank you, David, for that interview. And we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. So far, a pretty lopsided game, but still one half to play. I'm Ernie Johnson, joined by Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. It was a big-time first quarter for Giannis Antetokounmpo. He had 37 points, 4 assists, and 1 steal. Kenny, your thoughts on the Bucks' first half?
Unsurprisingly, Superman is feeling it. You see what Giannis is doing. You see the MVP.
Thanks for joining us, folks.
Welcome back. The calendar has flipped over, and so have we, into the second half of our broadcast. You look at Antetokounmpo in this one. He's been everywhere.
Well, it didn't take him long to get that double-double. Already has it halfway through the game.
Yeah, guys like him love to stuff the stat sheet. He's doing it here.
So the Bulls 5 right now. White and Levine team up in the backcourt. Markkanen and Carter are up front, and it's Williams at the small forward.
And there's a reason Levine was a back-to-back champ at the slam dunk contest. He doesn't waste an opportunity to put on a show.
And out of bounds as Chicago gains possession.
Looked like a simple play and turned into a turnover. Can't give away possessions like that.
And that was another look at the aggressive D that led to the mobile 1 block.
And guys, that's about as good a defensive play as you'll see. Instant reaction to get a hand to the shot.
Shot's good by Williams.
And you got to like the vision for Markkanen. I mean, a big man who knows how to find the open man.
DiVincenzo finds Giannis. Back to DiVincenzo. Outside Holiday. Rebound by the Bulls.
Not been an easy start. 3 straight misses here on these possessions.
Giannis drives in. And Giannis throws it down.
That's attacking the rack. That's Antetokounmpo on the take and muscled his way in.
Bulls trail by 11. Outside, Markkanen. Pass to Levine. Back to Markkanen. Wide open shot is on the money. Markkanen's got his second bucket.
Okay, good game plan. Start the second half. 3 of 4 so far from the field.
Antetokounmpo. And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. And there's the call. Chicago the foul.
Well, it's interesting as Giannis has grown in this league. The Greek Freak we know is so versatile, just competing to be one of the best players in the business.
Greg, I think of you in a New York Knicks uniform, legendary arena you played in. What was that experience like?
Kevin, intense. I remember the first time I suited up in a preseason game. We played the Dallas Mavericks. Both teams went up and down the court 3 times and nobody scored, and the fans started booing. And that's when I knew this is a little bit different. You better bring your A game.
And thicker skin, correct?
That too, yeah. Fortunately, there was no social media or internet back then. Goodness gracious.
White the pass to Carter.
And he's easily been their best rebounder tonight.
Well, he's been everywhere, and collecting those rebounds, that ends any kind of offensive possession and gets them started. Well, him dominating the offensive end is what accounts for this lead. Just a very difficult guy to stop once he gets going.
Chicago calls timeout.
And they're allowing too many points in the paint. Coach is going to let them hear about it.
Yeah, coach knows that. They know that. In the timeout, they're going to hear about it, make the adjustment.
And let's use this break to check out a group of the NBA's best defenders recently. The shooting guards averaging the most steals per game for the past month. You take a look at Holiday. Such quick hands. Second in the NBA. And, of course, Dante DiVincenzo. Another guy that can cause some havoc.
And both the hand speed and general quickness of the players on that list are outstanding. Those are the qualities you need to be an effective perimeter defender.
Well, if he was a light switch, he'd always be on. Defensively, they treat each possession like the game depends on it. They're looking to cause a little bit of chaos in any way that they can.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
And there it is for him.
Oh, it's scary because he's just been a matchup nightmare in this game. He's eaten up anybody they've thrown at him.
White, wide open. He fires. No good on the three.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
And good. He hits it again. That gives him 51.
Making it look easy. An era where we're seeing teams turn away from the slower 7-footers. Brook Lopez still playing a pivotal role for the Bucks.
There's been a lot of talk in recent years, Greg, as how the big man has been played off the floor in the playoffs. That's just not the case with Lopez because he's been able to step out and shoot threes along with being a really reliable rim protector.
Wide open. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. Levine's got 9 points.
His precision on pull-up jump shots is what makes Levine one of the league's most dangerous scorers. His mechanics off the dribble are on point.
And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game.
And he could tell his guys were dragging a little bit, calling timeout to kind of let them catch their breath.
A different look for Milwaukee. Portis, he's checked in for Antetokounmpo. Pat Connaughton comes in for Dante DiVincenzo. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Drew Holiday. And Augustine kicks to Connaughton. Milwaukee, no good that time either. Bulls trail by 13. Here's Temple. Off target with the free throw line, Jay.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, he's got to move on, forget about this sequence here, and try to find a way to get on the board.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
To the paint. Here's Temple. The shot's good on the assist by Satoransky. Satoransky's got 6 assists in the game. Augustine passes to Middleton. Hits it from three-point range. He's got 11.
Well, Middleton hovers around that 40% mark from downtown in his career. It's a good-looking shot there.
Here's Gafford, and he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's on Bobby Portis.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
The Bulls shooting their first free throws here tonight. And that one misses. He hits the second from the line. Milwaukee leading by 15. And Augustine kicks to Portis. And that's out of bounds. Milwaukee will retain possession. A moment now to see how the schedule is looking for Milwaukee. On Monday, they'll be playing against Blake Griffin and the Detroit Pistons.
And looking at the Cavs matchup, it's the second game of a back-to-back, and you know they're going to be feeling the effects of it. Playing that much basketball in that short amount of time really takes a toll.
A three-pointer is right on target. Middleton's got 6 here in this quarter.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Here's Gafford. Here's Porter. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. You know, Greg, you probably know as well as anyone, what was it like going up against the Bulls in the 90s?
You know, it's weird to say, but in a lot of ways, we were a lot like they were. Hall of Fame talent at the coach, a defensive-minded team, but the one difference was, you know, the Bulls had that guy that wore that number 23. I think I'd say that might have been the one difference.
Pass to Middleton. Lets it go from deep. But they'll get another chance. That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time.
That's a bad miscue, but I think they've done a really good job keeping control of the ball throughout the game.
1:44 left to play in the third. Gafford passes to Porter. And so the ball goes out of bounds. Lopez touched it last. .137 left in the third quarter. And a wide open look for Porter. No good from outside. Bucks leading by 17. Outside Portis. Now the pass to Lopez. Back to Portis. Connaughton kicks to Middleton. They get it again. A second chance effort, and it's Lopez laying it in. Lopez has got 8 points.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Satoransky against Augustine. Satoransky, the pass to Temple. That 3 off the mark. And for Milwaukee, they're shooting it well here in the third, about 50%. Porter against Middleton. Kicks it to Augustine. Here's Portis. And good. Coming in on the assist by DJ Augustine.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another.
And they know for next time, don't let him establish position down low.
Yeah, when he's this close to the basket, it's a wrap.
Portis kicks to Connaughton. Passes to Augustine. For 3, Middleton drains the three-pointer. Middleton's got 9 points now in just the second half.
Middleton only takes a second to get that shot off. Such a good catch-and-shoot game.
Giannis Antetokounmpo, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the Milwaukee Bucks. His performance that quarter has earned him a double-double. Seems like he's been everywhere in this game. And we'll be right back after this. And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. The Bulls shooting well. They're at 45%. They've got Brook Lopez. Chris Middleton is out there with Portis. Then there's DJ Augustine. And it's Connaughton in at the shooting guard position. That's the group for Milwaukee right now.
You know, if you're only looking at the way he's played offensively, you'd think his team would have the lead.
Here's Portis. Chicago grabs the miss. Williams has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Second shot opportunity, and the rebound goes to Lopez. Lopez has got double-digit rebounds now in the game. And Augustine kicks to Lopez. Middleton for 3. It's all in by the Bulls. Williams has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Pass to Levine. Over in the corner, Williams. Oh, and the jam by Williams.
Yeah, and with improving court awareness, Levine continues to tap into his limitless potential when making plays.
Shots good by Middleton.
He has a lot of points from long range this half. He's taken advantage of a really tired defense.
Satoransky, the pass to Markkanen. Here is Williams, defended by Portis. Down low, Williams trying to break free and finished off by Porter.
And no doubt Porter can be one of your go-to scorers on any given night. And let me tell you, this is looking like one of those nights.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee.
Well, whether things are good, bad, or indifferent, coaches will have adjustments to make throughout the course of the game.
Yeah, not just there to pump up or to discipline players. You got to make sure that the coach makes the proper adjustments and has his team in the right mindset to carry it out.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. Giannis, he's checked in for Portis. Dante DiVincenzo comes in for Pat Connaughton. And it's Drew Holiday in for Augustine. Wendell Carter, he's checked in for Chicago. That comes in for Shetterance. Pass to White. Here's Levine. Markkanen trying to break loose. The layup off target. And here's Carter. Here's Levine.
And that athleticism has always been a big part of Levine's game. He makes dunking look easy.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton. Antetokounmpo's got 53.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Confidence is sensational, and it feels like no one is going to stop him tonight from scoring.
No, boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two.
And he's a crafty, kind of an old-school big. Carter Jr. knows how to keep defenders off balance.
And it's been said that history is written by the victor. Certainly holds true in sports, don't you think, Greg? And with that in mind, do you think titles are overvalued when evaluating the great players, individual players in history?
You know, Kevin, I think so. Having said that, I think championships do matter, obviously, in the NBA and basketball in general. One guy can have more impact, right? Because you only play 5 and you play both ways. So it does have something to say, but I don't think that completes the narrative. You know, there's some tremendously talented guys, Karl Malone, Elgin Baylor, Patrick Ewing, Allen Iverson, a lot of greats who never won it. It's easy to count those rings, but measuring greatness has to take in the whole picture.
Hall of Famers, all of them. And the pass to Giannis. Stolen by Markkanen. Here's Williams. Kick out to Levine. Sinks the 15-footer. 13 points for Zach Levine.
And masterful possession from Levine. He's so lethal at shooting once he catches it.
Passes it to DiVincenzo. And the double up to Kumbo. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's on Lauri Markkanen. That's good from Antetokounmpo. And both free throws good for Giannis. Well, in the dunk contest, we saw Michael Jordan take on Dominique Wilkins. These days, not as many star players are participating in these skills competitions, like Greg the slam dunk.
I think it's a great point you raised, Kevin, and I think in part because back in that era, you know, the reality is guys didn't make the kind of dollars they make today. And there was more risk, I guess, in the mindset of guys today, and they didn't want to take that challenge. So I wish we would see more of our stars in the slam dunk contest, but I don't think that's going to be the case, unfortunately, as much as we'd all like to see it.
Outside, Markkanen gets it to go from beyond the arc. Markkanen's got 5 points now this quarter.
How about the shooting stroke from Markkanen, appearing very comfortable pulling the trigger from deep?
Giannis, no good. Bulls trail by 19, pushing it up. Goes up. And Levine with the slam.
Oh, that's an old-fashioned rim wrap.
Just a remarkable gem. These fans' jaws are on the ground right now. Another bucket. Wow. He's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
You get the sense he just can't miss.
Chicago calls timeout. You have to like what we're seeing from Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And they simply have no answer right now for what he's doing to them. He is making them pay.
And now a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And guys, he's been about as close to perfection as you can be. The intensity he's played with has been amazing. Just no let up. And as fired up as he's been, he's never let his emotions get out of control.
And this is exactly what a star player is supposed to do. Coming off a loss, he made sure they weren't going to make it 2 in a row.
Well, Chris Middleton feeling it right now, and he's putting his refined offensive skill set to very good use.
And he's able to get it back.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Here's Holiday. White with the defensive effort.
For him, it's harder to miss that shot than it is. Oh, man. Fans love that. Listen to that. I love that sound in the arena.
And that's how he makes his presence felt.
And Greg, we see him do it time and again. He is a special, special talent.
Bottom line, you need shooters on your team who can space the floor.
Well, there's no doubt he's a legitimate threat from downtown, and he's demonstrating that in this game. That's the kind of passing you want there. Work the ball around, keep it moving, try to get an assist on every bucket.
Middleton the pass to Lopez. Bucks passing it around. In the corner, it's DiVincenzo. 6 on the shot clock. They grab their own miss. Antetokounmpo banked in off the glass.
Just all the physical advantages that Giannis has really present a tough challenge for the defense down there.
Inside. Markkanen can't get it to go. And so Holiday will bring it up for the Bucks. They have a 22-point lead. It's the most they've led by.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. You can safely say mission accomplished now for the Bucks.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And ever when important, and this one will go down as win number 3. The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Well, a consistent intensity is what he brought to the floor here. He hit the glass hard, and he came up with a ton of rebounds.
Too long in the paint, and he's hit with a 3-second violation. And he shows the focus there, nails the technical. And G.A. Chris Middleton over his career, much improved on the defensive end.
A true two-way player. And I tell you, that 6'11" wingspan helps. Able to use that length to bother shots and disrupt passes.
Well, that's how you draw it up right there. A screen to shed the defense, a quick move to the bucket, and you get the lay-in.
Trying to get open as Lopez. Took him no time at all on that one.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
Loved it. The guys are staying aggressive late in this ball game, just not wanting to let go of the rope.
Makoka, the pass to White. Shoots a 3. Makoka, that's good.
Well, at this point, they're just trying to get back in sync. You want to play a good brand of basketball.
The consistency definitely is a key to some of the playoff performing teams, and tonight they just did not find it in this contest.
The 3. And Lopez pulls it down. So no problem for Milwaukee as they get the win. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing